Hello and welcome to Six Nations Round 5 predictions brought to you by DrivingMaul. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, a podcast, YouTube channel, what else is it? A Twitter account and website as well, bringing you the best in rugby predictions and opinion. So please do subscribe and all of that kind of wonderful stuff. So, as every round so far, I'm going to go through the Women's Six Nations predictions first, and then I'll give you my predictions for the Men's Six Nations after that as well. So, in the Women's Six Nations, the first 3 rounds, I got every single one of them right, and then last weekend, I got them all wrong. So, yes, big upsets last weekend in the Six Nations, which is great to see. We don't want it being too predictable, but perhaps I went with the wrong option with France versus England. But anyway, as I say, otherwise there were some good results there. Scotland have climbed up to their highest ever ranking in the world rankings, in the women's world rankings. So yeah, some teams are definitely stepping up and closing the gap, which is great to see. So we start the weekend with England's women against Ireland's women. Now Ireland got that surprise loss to Scotland last weekend. I thought they would have Ireland have traditionally been one of the stronger sides in this, but this year it has been England and France, or France and England, who have been ahead of all the rest. If we look at England's results so far, I mean, they beat Italy by 35 points, Wales by 52, Scotland by 35 away, and then lost to France by just the single point. So you've got to say, with Scotland having beaten Ireland last weekend in Ireland, you've got to say that this is an England win, and I'm backing England to win this one by 20 points. When we go into the Wales women versus France's women, France's women are going for the Grand Slam. They have won all of their games, and they've won all their games pretty comfortably, apart from that England one, which they won by 1 point. Beat Ireland by 24, Scotland by 23, Italy by 57. So you've got to say this should be a comfortable win for them, with Wales having only beaten Scotland by 1 point, having lost then to England by 52, lost to Ireland by 23, and lost at home to Italy by 7. So I'm backing France to win this one by 20 and to secure the Grand Slam with that. Finally, we see the Italian women host the Scottish women. The Italian women are going better than the Italian men, having to say they beat Wales last weekend. But they had some big losses to England, Ireland and France before that. Scotland, off the back of 3 losses, they lost to Wales women by 1, France and England, but then they beat Ireland's women. Clearly they are improving and on the up. They'll have a lot of confidence, having, say, climbed to 11th in the world rankings, their best ever rankings. So I'm going to back Scotland by 3. That is going to be definitely the tie of the round. The other two, I think, will be fairly comfortable victories for the favourites. So that's how I see the women's one's going. Let's have a quick look at the men's round 5 games. So Italy host Scotland. It's the same matchups as the women's games. Italy obviously coming off the back of 4 losses. Scotland coming off the back of that loss to Ireland, but they did play some good rugby. And if they have won their 2 home games, they'll be looking at getting their first away victory of the tournament, and I'm backing Scotland to win that by 15. It should be quite a comfortable victory. Next, the game that a lot of us pre-Six Nations sort of predicted as being the Grand Slam decider between England and Ireland. Obviously, it's not gone that way, with England having lost to Scotland and to France, and a lot of people rounding on Eddie Jones and his selections as part of that. It's going to be interesting to see how they react. There's a couple of new faces in the squad. Will he change his philosophy of having a lock at 6? Will he change his philosophy of playing Ford and Farrell in that 10-12 combination, or will he play a more traditional centre in that 12 role? We'll have to wait and see. Ireland, don't expect many changes from them. Obviously, after 4 victories, climbing up to 2nd in the world, everything is rosy for Ireland at the moment. Oh dear, what a bad pun. Sorry, everything's going well for Ireland at the moment, and I'm backing Ireland to win this one by 5. My pre-tournament prediction was that England would win this one because of home advantage, but Ireland's performances have been so much better. I think they'll overcome the home advantage and win that one by 5, and in doing so secure themselves a Grand Slam. Finally, to finish things off, obviously, yes, Ireland have already secured the championship, and so they can go into this game with the pressure off as well. Then the final game of the round sees Wales host France. France, having had those 2 victories over Italy and England at home, having previously lost 2 tight games to Ireland and Scotland by 2 and 6 points. So don't expect this one to be a close game by these. Wales have won their 2 home games, beating Scotland by 27 points and Italy by 24. So some big margins there. They lost their 2 games on the road by 6 and 10, but I think at home they should beat a much improved France over the last couple of years of their results. And I'm backing Wales to win this one by 5. I think it'll be a lot closer than their other home victories. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Always up for a good old rugby chats. Please do put your thoughts down below, or get hold of me at DrivingMaul on Twitter. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can click my face there, or the red box down below, obviously, and then my latest video is there. And do enjoy whatever rugby you're watching this weekend.